Good morning, madam.
Good morning, sir.
Very happy to see you. And today we are working on the last part of
Printing.
Printing. The last part of printing culture. Print culture. We have already done 2 parts of it. Now this is the 3rd part, and this will be the last. In this part, we will conclude it. You know that we talked about. We began with oral culture. From oral, we went to print culture. From print culture, we went to electronic media, like TV and radio. Then from print and electronic culture, we went to print, electronic and digital culture. Print, electronic,
Digital culture.
Achha, what happened was that with each step there was an improvement. Print culture was better than oral culture, but oral culture also continued. All the time, all of the people did not get educated. All of them did not become literate. 70% of the people became literate in Europe in the 19th century because of the printing press. But still, there were 30% who were not literate, and they had to listen. They were glued to the oral culture. Oral culture. And oral culture continued to be there because when we sit in a family, the knowledgeable person goes on talking, and less knowledgeable go on listening. So oral culture did not replace itself totally, but oral culture continued with oral culture plus print culture. Then when oral culture and print culture was there, then came
everybody knows, gives
information.
Take information.
Achha. Now what happened was that oral culture and print culture and one more culture came, that was the electronic media culture like radio and television.
Yes, sir.
So again, oral culture continued to be there, print culture also continued to be there, and a new culture, that is communication started with TV and radio also, and wireless. Then what happened? Then the 3rd industrial revolution started with digital revolution. 3rd industrial revolution started with digital revolution, and 3rd industrial revolution started from 1950. 1950. You see, the technology has given a lot of boost to these cultures. For example, print culture started with in 1448 with Gutenberg giving us a printing press in Germany, and from 1450 to 1550, it took 100 years for the printing presses to spread all over Europe. Printing press came to India along with Portuguese in 16th century. Then printing press came to China in 19th century, again along with the people who came from Europe to there. Halanki print culture had started from China, and it came back to China. China gave it to Europe in the form of block printing, and then Europe gave it back to China in terms of printing press. And Shanghai was the place which was the center of printing at the time in China. And all printing most of the printing would be going on there. Then it spread everywhere as with the passage of time. You see, you have to remember that after 19th century, India and China were the richest countries of the world. After 19th, and there's a very beautiful thing is that the Europeans were sleeping hungry till they discovered potato. I know where from potatoes came. From where?
Sir, France?
From America, Peru.
Yes, sir, Peru.
See, when Columbus discovered America, he brought along with him all the things of Europe. Maize came from America to Europe. Potatoes came to Europe from America. Pumpkins came to Europe from America. Chilies, tomatoes, tobacco. These are the different things that came from America to Europe. And from Europe to the colonies. And today you find that there is no country where potatoes are not used. You understand? Yes, pasta, it came from Arab. Spaghetti, it came from China. So, world got globalized through food also. And anyway, what I was saying is that China gave paper in 11th century to Europe. Can you tell me from which route?
Silk route, sir.
From Silk route. उसी सिल्क रूट से चाइना वियर आता था, उसी सिल्क रूट से सिल्क आता था, उसी रूट से इंडिया का सिल्क भी आने लगा यूरोप, उसी रूट से कॉटन गुड्स भी यूरोप आने लगे, उसी रूट से कारपेट्स भी आने लगे. जो कि ईरान से आते थे. सिल्क रूट में
बहुत सारे मतलब ट्रेड्स कनेक्ट.
देखो ना, एक ट्रेड कनेक्टिविटी हुई, और नॉट ओनली ट्रेड कनेक्टिविटी हुई बल्कि एशिया एंड यूरोप कनेक्ट हो गया. एशिया वाज कनेक्टेड विथ यूरोप थ्रू सिल्क रूट. अच्छा, अब क्या हुआ कि पेपर ऑलरेडी आया हुआ था. अब ब्लॉक प्रिंटिंग. अच्छा, जब पेपर नहीं था तो लोग लिखते थे पाम लीव्स पर या बोझ पत्रों पर. तो मगर लिखते थे. किसे लिखते थे? वो हाथों से लिखते थे, जिसको स्क्राइब्स कहते थे, उनको जो हाथ से लिखते थे. कैलीग्राफी डेवलप हुई, उसमें बड़ा मजा आता था. आज भी जब कैलीग्राफी का लिखा हुआ होता है तो बड़ा मजा आता है, बड़ा आर्टिस्टिक होता है. अब देखो अरबिक लेटर्स जो है वो जिसको कैलीग्राफी, इतना मजा आता है. इतना बहुत से लोग जो है यूरोप में अपने टैटूज अरबिक लेटर्स के लगाते हैं, क्योंकि वो बड़े आर्टिस्टिक होते हैं. तो इसी तरह से हर जगह जो है हर एक बुक सेलर कम से कम 50 स्क्राइब्स को इस्तेमाल करता, जो किताबों का. प्रिंटिंग तो चालू थी. प्रिंटिंग इन द फॉर्म ऑफ, नॉट प्रिंटिंग प्रेस, इन द फॉर्म ऑफ कैलीग्राफी, इन द फॉर्म ऑफ राइटिंग, इन द फॉर्म ऑफ कॉपिंग फ्रॉम बुक टू बुक, इन द फॉर्म ऑफ पेंटिंग, because painting would convey a lot of information. So what happened was oral culture got converted. Oral culture was supplemented. I will not say got converted. Oral culture was supplemented with print culture. So because everybody did not become literate. So naturally oral culture had to be. Even if everybody is literate, even then in the home when you sit, you talk. Or when a professor sits in his classroom, he talks. And the students listen. And when a speaker goes on the stage, he talks and
Everybody
people listen. So oral culture did not stop at all. It continued to be there. And oral culture is very effective. They say listening is better than reading. Listening is better than reading. Do you understand my point?
Yes, sir.
And doing is better than reading.
करना उससे बेहतर है.
Listening is better than reading, but doing is better than reading. You say, but now we'll say listening is better than reading, and electronic culture is better than reading because the messages go to you fast. Again, oral culture. There also, when you sit in front of the TV, what is happening? Oral and visual culture both combined together.
Audio and video, sir.
Audio, video. Audio is there. That means oral culture continues to be there. So oral culture did not go off. Even today, it has not gone off. Print culture has made literacy levels rose very high. And then came electronic media, that was TV and radio, that further facilitated our understanding of things, and information communication was faster. Then came digital revolution. I told you the third revolution is nothing but digital revolution, because at this time internet came, at this time wireless worked at its best, and the world got globalized. But again oral culture is there,
yes,
again
sir.
print culture is there, again electronic media is there, and then digital culture is there.
Also there. Yes, sir.
What has happened is that every time we have moved forward and forward and forward, and every time everything has served the people. Only then it survived. But there has always been desire to be better. Can we do things better? एक word है जो हमेशा आप याद रखो. Can this thing be done in a better way? If you have this in your mind, then you will definitely come to a solution which will be better. We were walking. Can we cover distances better than walking? Came the cycle. Can we walk the distance better than the cycle? Came the car. Can we walk the distances better than the car? Came the aeroplane. Are you understanding?
Yes,
so every time when you think, can we do things better, you come with a new thing. And that new thing is better. We were burning wood in our hearths. We thought, can we do it better? Then we got kerosene oil and got the stoves. Then we thought, can we do heating?
Better,
can we do cooking through a better medium? Then came gas.
Yes, sir.
Are you understanding? So this is, can we heat better? Came those microwave ovens. In this manner, man has been, who knows where we'll go next. But we are always trying to see, can we do that? Telephone came first. It was two-piece telephone. Then we thought, can we do it better? Then came one piece,
wireless.
1 in 2, 2 in 1. Then we thought, can we do it better? Then came cell phone through wireless. So always we are trying to see can we do things better. So the same thing happened with printing. Now the question arises as the digital revolution took place, as I told you, the third, we are at this time in the fourth industrial revolution, where artificial intelligence is working on a larger scale. So, but no, we are at this time in the we are at this time in the fourth, because fourth industrial revolution started from 2016.
2016.
So we continue to be in the fourth industrial revolution. So now we are asking that has digital revolution replaced print culture? I will say no. Just as print culture has not replaced oral culture.
Oral culture, yes sir. Communication culture.
So these cultures will continue and will have their own place in the system.
Places, yes sir.
But naturally, more improved systems will be chosen better. Will be chosen more and more than the previous system. But previous systems also continue. अब देखो ऑरल सिस्टम सबसे पुराना सिस्टम है, हर समय ही हम ऑरल कल्चर को ही इस्तेमाल करते हैं. हमने लेक्चर देना है और घर में
न्यूज़ चल रही है,
उसमें ऑडियो विजुअल है, तो मतलब उसमें विजुअल के साथ ऑडियो है, रेडियो है वो ऑडियो कल्चर है. तो इस तरह से क्या है कि दैट कितना भी हम एडवांस करें,
लेकिन
पुरानी चीजें भी साथ साथ चलेंगी. मगर पुरानी चीजों का साथ साथ चलने के साथ साथ उनका इस्तेमाल कम कम होना लगेगा बनस्पत की नई से. अब देखो, अब हम लाइब्रेरी में जाते नहीं है, क्यों? निकालो इंस्टेंट. अच्छा, जब निकल इंटरनेट को कंसल्ट करो, जो इंस्टेंट देता है, इंटरनेट देता है आपको इंस्टेंट इन्फॉर्मेशन. अब आपको किताब उठाने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती है. That means what is happening is that no doubt it is replacing, but it is not completely replacing. We enjoy sitting in a corner and reading a book.
Yes, sir.
We enjoy listening to a story. We enjoy speaking a story to our young
When
ones.
we don't have service available to, obviously we
Like, there are certain things which are more effective. You see, when you are busy in oral culture, you are face to face. In oral culture, you are face to face, live face to face.
सर अगर मतलब इंटरनेट सर्विस भी नहीं होगी अवेलेबल तो फिर तो बुक से इस्तेमाल करनी है.
मगर हाँ, जिस वक्त आपको, मगर इंटरनेट तो हम अज्यूम करते हैं ना ऑलवेज अवेलेबल होगा, तो इंटरनेट आपके पास ऑलवेज अवेलेबल होने की वजह से लाइब्रेरी में जाना कम होगा. रीडिंग पब्लिक विल slowly go on becoming less and not disappearing. For example, every morning we want to see the newspaper. That is print culture.
Yes sir, print culture.
You know how you see, first of all, Gutenberg came and gave us the printing press, which would give us 250 pages per hour, copies per hour. Then came from New York another person. He was from New York. He gave us 8,000 copies per hour. And naturally, printing press started printing newspapers. And when newspaper culture developed, now everybody wanted to have a newspaper. You see, you have to develop the culture first. You have to develop the habit. First of all, you have to put newspapers into their hands till they get. You see, how did the cigarettes came? People were drinking hookah. People were drinking hookah. They were drinking chill. But then the cigarette company came and gave cigarettes free. Till the people got into the habit of having cigarettes and give away the cumbersome hookah. When they became in the habit of using cigarettes, the demand for cigarettes increased. Similarly, people were made into a habit of reading newspapers. Then the demand for newspapers increased. So, and that is where printing cannot be replaced. Every morning now, it is our habit to come in the morning to read newspapers. Some people go to toilet along with the newspapers and go on reading newspapers and at the same time busy with their toilet operation. So this all is a habit. But there is no doubt about the fact that as things go on improving, previous things do not get replaced totally, but more and more use of the new technology is done. देखो ना टेक्नोलॉजी में फिर, हाँ मैंने कहा था कि पहले प्रिंटिंग 250 पेज, फिर मैंने कहा कि ये सिलेंड्रिकल प्रेस आया, विच वाज पावर्ड सिलेंड्रिकल प्रेस, वो 8,000 पेजेस दे दिया उसने पर आवर. और फिर आया एक और ऑफसेट प्रिंटिंग प्रेस, वो 6 कलर्स को इकट्ठे मैनेज करता था. फिर आया एक प्रिंट प्रेस जो कि ऑटोमेटिक था, जो कि पेपर भी खुद ही उठाता था, प्रिंटिंग भी खुद ही करता था, स्टॉकिंग भी खुद ही करता था, सीरियलिंग भी खुद ही करता था. इस तरह से टेक्नोलॉजी आहिस्ता बढ़ती गई और इम्प्रूवमेंट्स आते गए. बट ऑल द सेम लेट मी टेल यू दैट ऑल दीज कल्चर्स विल को एग्जिस्ट. जैसे मुझे लगता है, अभी क्या पता है इंटरनेट के बाद क्या होगा, मगर इतना दिमाग में है कि अपनी जगह सब जरूरी है और सब अपना रेवोल्यूशन लाएंगे. अब आप देखो, इंटरनेट से बोल गया, सोशल मीडिया शुरू हो गया. सोशल मीडिया के जरिए वी आर इसमें कुछ नुक्स भी हैं, जैसे सोशल मीडिया के जरिए हम प्रोपोगंडा भी, फाल्स प्रोपोगंडा शुरू करते हैं, जैसे जो विच इज सोशल इविल। अच्छा, अगेन वो पबजी गेम्स आ गए, पबजी, तो लड़के वो गेम लेके सारा दिन बैठते हैं, तो अपनी पढ़ाई सब डिसएडवांटेजेस, तो हर एक चीज़ की अपनी अपनी जैसे आपको आपको फायर आया, फायर के एडवांटेजेस पे डिसएडवांटेज डिपेंड करता है आप क्या कैसे इस्तेमाल करते हैं। इलेक्ट्रिसिटी के भी अपने शॉर्ट सर्किट होते हैं तो मकान जल जाता है। तो ये तो सब चीज़ें, एटॉमिक एनर्जी डेवलप हुई, तो इसमें आपको अपना ध्यान रखना कि आप कैसे इस एनर्जी को इस्तेमाल करते हैं। चाकू या तो चाकू भी जो आया तो इसका भी आपने ध्यान रखना कहीं आपका हाथ ना कटे और बहुत लोग चाकू से पेट काटते हैं दूसरे का। तो ये तो सारा ये चीज़ें, एवरीथिंग हैज़ इट्स एडवांटेज एंड डिसएडवांटेज, बट जनरली ज़्यादा एडवांटेजेस होने की वजह से ही वो चीज़ें आगे चलती है। ये हमारा लास्ट पार्ट है, और मैंने आपको बताया किस तरह से प्रिंटिंग जब शुरू होगी तो रिलीजियस बुक्स का प्रचार हुआ। हर इस्लाम में अपनी रिलीजियस बुक्स हर लैंग्वेज में ट्रांसलेट हो गई, बाइबल हर लैंग्वेज में ट्रांसलेट, भगवद गीता हर लैंग्वेज में, सो दैट एवरीबडी हैड एक्सेस टू द होली बुक्स ऑफ देयर रिलीजन, है ना। एंड फिर इसमें डिसएडवांटेज थी कि दैट यू कुड यूज मटेरियल which would destroy your faith, which you could use material which would lead you to bad objectionable materials and then spoil your character. But these are things that will continue to go on. But I think that all cultures have to coexist in one way or the other. But oral culture will not go. Oral culture is the most effective culture because it is a face-to-face.
Face-to-face, yes, sir.
It is a face-to-face interaction. See, when the teacher is teaching in a class,
Yes, sir.
when teacher is teaching online, how much different they are. When a speaker is speaking on the stage to the people directly, or when a speaker is speaking through television, a lot of difference.
Yes, sir.
So oral culture has its own effect. Print culture has increased literacy. It's not a small thing. And particularly when England passed the act, ना कंपल्सरी एजुकेशन एक्ट, उसके बाद प्रिंट कल्चर का ज़्यादा। अच्छा, आपको पता है जिस वक्त ब्लॉक प्रिंटिंग भी थी उस वक्त भी बड़ी बड़ी किताबें लिखी जाती थी कि चाइना वाज द फर्स्ट कंट्री हु स्टार्टेड सिविल सर्विसेज because managing such a big country was not easy without smart people as administrators. तो एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव टेस्ट जैसे आपका IAS है तो ऐसे टेस्ट होते थे, उस टेस्ट के लिए जो मटेरियल जनरेट होता वो प्रिंट कल्चर, वो ब्लॉक प्रिंटिंग के जरिए होता था। ब्लॉक प्रिंटिंग के जरिए वो मटेरियल दिया जाता था और उनको। So I thank you very much. I think we concluded this properly and I wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir.